So pretty much sucked at the whole do this every day and post it thing, huh? So a daily video log that is a semi-monthly video log is, I guess, better than no video log at all, right? And the only one that seems to be bothered by the fact that there's been nothing since entry number one is me, based on the YouTube views. So I guess when I'm talking to myself, that's okay. Topic for today is bullies, and it's gone a bunch of different directions in my head. The first thing that comes to mind are childhood bullies, of which I experienced many. Um, Early being a kid who didn't fit in. I was smarter, I was less athletic, I was more sensitive, quiet, and that doesn't fit in with the elementary and middle school world real well. And kids are mean and pick up on that really fast. And that leads then to internalizing all of those things that are told to you about yourself, and then you start to bully yourself, and that carries itself well on into adulthood until you get strong enough to fight back against your internal bullies. And that's kind of where I am right now, is trying to beat down when the bullies start to rise back up and say, "You're not good enough. You don't fit. You're not. You're not one of us. Who do you think you are, hanging with this crowd? Go find your own crowd." Uh, I went and found my own crowd, or I go in crowds where I don't belong, and I'm learning not to care. I'm not saying it's easy, and I want to be careful with that. And when I write and when I video, um, I don't want to sound like I've got it all figured out, because holy crap, I do not have it all figured out. I can give you uh, phone numbers and email addresses of people who would be happy to vouch for the fact that I do not have it all figured out. Um, but I just keep plugging along. And that if you haven't seen Jojo Rabbit, by the way, this is sounds like a total aside, but it's not. Um, it's a movie you got to see. And there's a quote from a piece of a poem by Rilke at the end, who's a German poet. And it says, "Let everything happen to you." It's going to be a paraphrase. I thought I could memorize it, but I can't. Um, the beautiful and the terrifying. No feeling is ever final. And that's kind of become my mantra. I have it posted at my desk, along with "You Got This" plaque, and a couple other self-affirmation things that I used to think were so dorky, but they get me through. And so I'm in the process now of letting everything happen to me, the beautiful and the terrifying. The terrifying stuff is um, terrifying, but I'm not letting that send me running. I'm not, when I'm terrified, the bully doesn't rise back up and push me in a corner, um, shove me in a locker, push me down in a gym shower. Um, Stand up and face the terror, and it feels good. I just had a memory pop up that has, I don't know how long it's been since I've even thought about it. I had a really great scouting experience. I'm an Eagle Scout. My brother's an Eagle Scout. Um, we had fantastic scout leaders. Um, no, none of us were molested, and it's not what Scouts is, designed for. Yeah, it happens, but it's a great organization, and we had a great experience. Anyway, We were on our way to a high adventure camp in northern Wisconsin for 7 or 10 days of canoeing, which, by the way, this is not part of the story, but it was hell. It rained every single day, all day long. Canoeing in rivers, rain, northern Wisconsin, all day long. Anyway, we're on our way, and we didn't get there all in one day, and we had to stop someplace and set up our tents in a field somewhere. And there was a bully, who I won't name, but he was part of a family of bullies. There were 3 of them, and they were just mean. And I was in my tent. I'd probably gone to bed before everybody else because that's what I do. I get tired and I go to bed. And they were running around, and they were kicking my tent pole and the dumping water, just picking, bugging, trying to just get my goat. And at one point, I got out of the tent. I chased him down. I horse collared him and threw him to the ground and said, "Leave me alone." I went back to my tent. It never bothered me again. And I was like, wow, that was easy. It's not always that easy, but I learned a lot that day. Sadly, took me about 40 more years after that event to realize you can apply that to any bully, internal or external. Leave me alone. I don't deserve this. I deserve better. And I do deserve better. You deserve better. So, let everything happen to you. The beautiful and the terrifying. Just keep moving. No feeling is ever final. Fight back to the bullies.